Today's episode is sponsored by Trent Anthony Francis. What a guy. So we could do something like this. And get the field back here. With a view of having another sort of a wheat farm here, because we're going to need vegetable gardens, and I'm thinking they're going to be here. Hopefully it'll all fit. If not, we can always get some vegetable gardens down here, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, look! The treasury's going up. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, look at this warehouse. It has such a lovely selection in here. The only thing we can't see, I think, is the meat, but otherwise it's full of all different sorts of things. Oh, there's the meat there. Got a bit there. Excellent. We improved the trade with Kinstone. That's fantastic. That's been done. It looks like the fair's going well also. And we are chipping away at the increased trading volume with Kinstone as well. With the polished stone we've done. Look, 733 out of 1,000. We're going some. Yeah, I do think we're going to need a granary over here, but until we build these bits, I'm just not entirely sure where. It's going to be pretty close to here somewhere, because this is roughly where we're going to have the path. We don't want to be in the way of the windmill. No. Maybe something like this. So we have the farm here for these buildings. We can have vegetable gardens sort of all around here. We can always have like something like this. Something like this. We'll work it out. Might put a priority on that. And I'm thinking that we might be able to take, say, Lisa off of here and just have this focus on wheat and mostly flour. And then over here we have Alfie and Malka, and they'll have to come and get their flour, I think, from here. And hopefully that will go smoothly and okay. We shall see. Still waiting for bits to get built on this farm. We need more builders. I can't afford them. A merry fair. We did the merry fair. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Take them. Constantly adding to this. Where are we? 89. Hosting wandering monks. We need an approval rating of 80. I don't know if we can keep them happy. Let's find out what they need, and we'll either do this or we won't. I'm not going to worry about it. It looks like if we fail, we don't get any negative effects. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Oh, they've arrived. Can't give them the monastic food. That's what we're missing. Okay, well, we could start working on the kitchens and the refectory and all that. Is it all unlocked in the progression? What have we got here? No, look, monastic kitchen unlocks the production of monastic food from a selection of recipes. Now, looking at these recipes, we'll be able to do simple stews straight away. We might even also be able to do golden gruel with the honey and the wheat. We might even wheat, and then we've got wine and meat as well. But the simple stew might be the best way for us to go. I can see us needing to produce a lot more herbs and berries and honey at this main abbey, because everybody's working at the other one and it's not going to be able to produce enough. That's okay though. Clergy splendour package. I'm shall we unlock that now? We've got the splendour for it. Oh, but what if we need this cloister? We might start needing the cloister. I'm going to open this cloister, that cloister. That's what we'll do. And we'll design what we need. Okay. Oh, look, all the sub-buildings I've just unlocked. So it's not going to be built in time for these monks. But we do need it. So this is the area that I'm planning for this. Look, kitchen. So we're going to need, I believe kitchens can only produce one type of meal. So we're going to need 4 kitchens. We'll plan for 4 kitchens. We are going to go for cheaper buildings here. And of course the kitchen does need a chimney. I don't know why that's not. There we go. I like it. So we're going to produce 4 of these. Each time we have to add a new sub-building to make sure we do get 4 separate kitchens. That's important to do. And then the refectories, where they serve this food. I believe they can serve up to 2 different types of meals. So we're going to need to make 2 sort of great halls for serving this food rather than 4. We won't need to do 4. So that's fine. Here's the refectory, a place where monks and nuns can consume rustic food and monastic food. So we need 2 pretty big halls here. I'm going to use the same building, I think, and to make sure we can get a decent amount of people in there. I'm hoping that will be fine. I'm actually also going to stick a door on this. We need to get a door actually over here so we can turn this into a sort of a courtyard area as well, where they can move between areas of the monastery. So second one then. So we're going to put a build all on that, but then we can pause a bunch. Just pause. Pause. I would like to unpause 1 kitchen. And that's its chimney. And that's its hall. So I say we build those. Now, in addition, I would like them to build that and the first rustic hall. Okay. Because oh yeah, absolute monstrosity. And yeah, we'll have a courtyard. We'll clear all this out, and we're probably going to increase the treasury to cover in this gap. Or if we're finding that the refectories need to be bigger in capacity, we can look at that too. All that sort of stuff. Oh, we can see them. They've been working on the farm. We've got hay bales going in and things. This is great. The well's up. Oh, look, hay bales in here. Oh, scarecrows. Got scarecrows. Oh, he's just peeking up above the wheat. Might just carve out a little circle for him so he can be seen a bit better down the line. Buying bread, herbs and berries. The bishop noticed that you can feed your people well. He now wants you to provide for the clergy, just like they once provided for you. His steward promises you wealth and influence in return for herbs Berries and bread. Yes, we can do that. We are going to start having trouble with this sort of stuff, though. So it could be that we are going to need to get some berry farming and stuff going on in here, which could be fine because we do have some serious unemployment. It stopped the immigration. I mean, we can use the emissary to bring people in to us, but yeah. I'd rather do it a bit more sensibly. What we'll do, we'll get the berry garden, because I am getting concerned about the berry situation. So we are going to stick a berry garden out here. I actually quite like the idea of having it sort of back here somewhere, do you know what I mean? Kind of like that. Kind of like that. And then we could do some square ones, look. There we go. We can start getting serious about berries again. And get all those employed. One of the monks, we could not meet the approval, but we did others. Oh, wow. So even though they can't get the monastic food, they still reach 80. Okay. So we've done it, but one could not be fulfilled. But that seems like that's okay. What is this over here? Surplus of construction materials. Wood and stone. With these, anything is possible. Your villagers look at the surplus and marvel at the potential. Oh, will it be a church, a manor, a tavern? Excitedly, everyone ponders what might come next. I mean, they know. It's insane over here. It's absolutely insane. It's interesting. We have our first kitchen going, but of course it doesn't function because it's got no doors yet. I need to look into that. It's not going to function for a while either. Simple stew, though. That much we know. But yeah, I can't actually do anything with it. It's a very real thing. I'd have to put a door on it specifically, which I don't really want to do. What's like the smallest door they do? Like a real rustic type. I mean, it's not so bad. Yeah, maybe we could stick that on. It's really low key, isn't it? You know, and we could get rid of those berries. And then at least it would function. But it would need herbs and bread. It's a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky. And we're working on building berries, not herbs at the moment. Although we're probably going to have herbs here too. This, though, has gone up. So we have Lisa here. Working on that effort. This farm's gone up. I've named it Goldmere Farm. Yeah. We could do with moving some good folks in to work it. I mean, that's the thing. That is the thing. And we're sort of looking at this sort of deal. Hard to know. It is hard to know. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. The polished stone has gone right down. What we'll do... Polished stone. Because I don't actually know how much I can store, but let's stick that up to 500. I don't know how much I can store in polished stone. Yeah, so if we empty this and turn this into polished stone, Yeah, we're going to empty... Oh, no. Yeah, actually, empty those two again. So we can get more stock over here where we're running low. So we have somebody to employ here. But we do need to name them. They need a name. And they're also going to need a friend to help them run this farm. Patsy Ann Steambreath, welcome. You're a farmer on Goldmere Farm, which we're still building. And we'll find you a friend to help run it. That needs to happen. That does need to happen. See, I like this. I like this. I think it works, you know. Placing more cypress trees, and I have reached clergy tier 5. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That does unlock the Abbatial Church. Oh, yes, oh, yes. We could grab this now, couldn't we? The clergy splendour package at level 4. 35 influence. Let's get it unlocked. But yeah, I'm starting to sort of plan out a little bit of the courtyard that will be here. That's what I was doing. Oh, look at this. So we could do the, what's it, simple stew. Oh, look, we could do 3. But we'll do berries because that's a simple food, isn't it? A rustic food, and they do have that desire as well. So we could do rustic food and then 2 simple stews. That works. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. The bishop seeks manuscripts of the faith. Confident in your monastery's capability, his personal sculptor is available for your monument should you deliver manuscripts within the next few months. So he wants 25 manuscripts, not a problem. And we get a sculpture? Oh, yeah. I'm doing that. Confirmed. Send. Wow. I don't have anywhere to store it. Can we put it... can we put it here? Where do we store sculptures? I don't know. Is that gone? Is it just like in my... Just in here? I've got 2 sculptures in there. Well, that's wonderful news. That is absolutely wonderful news. Now, let's see here. Curb the Courageous. Welcome aboard. You're a farmer. You're a farmer working at Goldmere. That's what you're doing. Okay. I think that's the size of the farm. Absolutely fantastic. I do like the idea of getting like some trees and shrubs and stuff over here, so let's get that done. Just like a little decorative nook in the corner. Yeah. I like that. I do. I think a tree here might be good, although would it ruin the view? Maybe. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should keep it like low shrubs or something. You know? What have we got here? We really don't want the money or anything, so let's say no to that, shall we? There you go. Thing in the corner. We've got another little area here we're going to fill in, again, just with some flowers. Keep it simple. Something else that we could do is get another storage cart in here as well. Yep. So that should see the second farm getting underway. That'll be good. So, gonna let them carry on with getting this farm sorted and let them finish building it bits and bobs before we decide sort of the third one, which is sort of going to be in here somewhere. And I'm also aware that Patsy Ann and Curb haven't sorted themselves out a house yet, which is a bit concerning. It is a bit concerning. That's probably because it's too far, but that's where it's going to have to be. So if you want a house, it's going to have to be there. The only other thing I can think of doing is making them unemployed for a bit. Actually, we'll do that. And then they're more likely to sort out a house. Then I can make them work here again, and then they'll just grumble that it's too far away. That I can live with. But you can see we're starting that country path through here. That is starting. And that should fade, I would have thought, up there. That will stay because of the path over there. That's fine. Kind of like it. I like it. Alfie is collecting flour from the mill. This floating basket of bread always amuses me. I'm assuming it's supposed to be in there. Never is. At least not when I play. Look at him getting to work. He's an absolute champ. A little bit colliding with this. It's a bit unfortunate. But there we are. It is what it is. So, while they're sort of, sorting out the farm, I think we need to look at this market a bit more. And I think the market stalls need to sort of come sort of around here. And I like the idea of getting a stable here. I'm pretty sure we're going to need a whole bunch of markets as well. Right. Trotting down from the village. Put an arch in. Do you like it? Trotting down from the village. And start to see the market stalls. But we're going to need more market stalls. I am going to set up a normal goods stall. We can always adjust them later. But I do think we need a variety. So I think this is sort of what we're looking at for the market space. We'll get that locked in. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. And then it'll just unlock space to do the stables again. I enjoyed that stables business. I want more of the stables business. I think we also need to look at more wells. You know? Like we could do with a well up here. Mind you, in a pinch, they do have that one for now. So we won't worry about it too much. We'll get the market going. We've got 2 luxury stalls. We've got a normal goods stall and 3 of the basic ones. And I've tried to use a selection of these as well. Hopefully that'll work out for us. But like I say, it's really easy to swap and change them out. Not a problem. Not a problem. 100. Aspiration milestone. You developed your priory into a splendid economic hub. We have 100 of them, look. Look. So what comes next on the challenges? A horse has arrived. Oh, look. Here we go. The abbess takes great pride in your accomplishments. Your priory stands as one of the crown jewels of our faith. A monastery of such an esteemed reputation should seek to boast a thriving population, foster fair trading partnerships, and have a grand Abbatial Church. Upon achieving these goals, the abbess herself promises to bless your land. Our priory will be known to all. So, a Prosperous Priory Part 4. I have promised the abbess we would make our priory renowned across the realm. So we need to build an Abbatial Church, which I keep calling the cathedral. Reach a population of 150 monastics. Host the abbess at our monastery, and a splendour for clergy estate is 500 or more, which we've reached 300. And we're going to do these long before I'm actually finished. That's a thing. It's fine though. It's fine. I want it to be beautiful and magnificent. And the abbess herself would be like, I'm living in the wrong gaff. Oh, we have a new house with no occupants. Interesting development. We'll pause that for a minute then. It's possible that I just made them... it's possible I just made them... move them into here. That's probably what it is, yeah. So I've got the berries up and running here. And so they're also in our refectory that we've built. And the simple stews, we've started to produce them. I haven't quite made it here yet, but we are producing them. So that's pretty wonderful. And what we also need to do in this area is herbs as well. We definitely need to bolster the herbs. Let's see here, herb garden. So we'll get the hut for it. And I'm going to pop that there. And then we need to get the herbs in place. So I think this might be the herbs. So we're sort of allowing a path to come through the doors here. Labour tier 4 reached. Oh. So we can now unlock... So we have City Market. Unlocks the market hall for your city market, which lets you provide resources to densely populated areas. Wow. I don't think we need that for this particular run-through. That would be a labour thing. Tavern kitchen. Oh, the tavern kitchen is so much fun, mining taxes and stuff. We don't need any of this, but it's all still quite exciting. Shall we try to host the wandering monks again? Could do. Don't need the money. Just interesting to see how it goes. You know, now that we have monastic food going as well, right? It's kind of exciting. I think so. They have arrived, and they seem pretty happy. So they're just going to service now, look. We're doing well. Yeah, we're doing well there. Excellent, okay. Now we're going to need a bunch of people to work the market. I mean, that's the thing. Now they're starting to not do a lot. Look at that. They're starting to not do a lot. Velvet then. Let's get meat and add velvet to this market so we can start selling meat. That might be good. It's a refined food, and hopefully we can start dealing with that refined food need. What I might do is just retire them. Actually, we'll keep one. We'll keep one. Yeah. Keep one for the moment. Oh! Okay. I mean, let it work for a second. And he finds himself a home. Right here is Lauren the Lean. There we go. Excellent. And you can also work on the market. Oh, and you've moved in with time. That's perfect. Lauren, are we ready to sell anything else though? Perhaps not. We might put herbs. Sell herbs. What number are we up to over here? Oh, there's another house. Velvet. Do you know what? We will stop this. We will stop this. You can join that house. What number are we up to? I don't know. 6, 12, 12. So I feel like we did 13, but maybe not. Greenwald? Greenwald. 13 Greenwalds. I feel like we did 13. Did we not do 13? I feel like we did, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. And then this will probably end up being 14. Right? Greenwald. This is Joe Tune Maker. Welcome aboard. I'm thinking you might be on the 3rd farm, Joe. Yes, yes. We're going to name this 3rd farm Sicklewick. Sicklewick. This will be the final farm. Before we'll need vegetables for the monastic kitchens, which is not something that we need here. I just want to do everything, you know, to do with the clergy. But yeah, we're going to start producing Sicklewick Farm.